In this update, you'll see some footage of the last Mimavee. We prepared more beds, finally fixed our upper pond and started building shelves for the veggie storage room.
Sag mal, Katha, was haben wir jetzt vor? Oder was machst denn du jetzt im Speziellen?
Baden im Teich der verdammten mit Algen, Wellen, Hacke, Lang, gespannt, ob das Sumpf ist.
Das klingt sehr motiviert.
Der Sumpf des Todes.
Ja, ja.
We're using the upper pond as a water supply for the market garden. It has been leaking for several years now, even before we bought the land. With a hot summer in prospect, we want to make sure to collect as much water as possible, so we finally took the effort to fix the pond. The reason for the leakage was some hazelnut trees growing in the dam. Their roots allowed water to flow where it's not supposed to. This caused a constant lack of water in the pond. We were missing about 30 centimeters of water level. First of all, someone had to step inside the pond and saw the branches by hand, as well as mounting the chain around the stems. We already knew it would be a nasty job, so this someone was me. With years of organic matter falling into the pond and breaking down into methane, other gases and mud, we were not sure if we could actually make it out alive. But some herein made it possible.
What you're witnessing here is one of nature's biggest wonders and secrets left to mankind to discover. The mating dance of a wild stompy.
Then our favorite neighbor came to help us with his tractor and the winch, which made this job so much faster. After removing the remainings of the stem, we could build up the broken dam with clay from the forest. All in all, this was a stinky business and the flies loved our smell. We compressed the clay with the help of a wild stompy and its stomping aid, a wooden post. Und die Fliegen sitzen voll auf mir die ganze Zeit. Fahren wir die voll rüber? Ja. Gut. After some days and lots of rain, we could be sure that our newly fixed dam was working. The pond is finally full with water and the water quality got way better. In May, we're gonna plant all our seedlings into the market garden. The remaining beds still have to be prepared. On that particular weekend, we had great weather and great help.
As you may have seen in our last video, we are about to build a quite massive rack for our vegetable root cellar. The idea is that it should hold up between 1 to 2 tons of vegetables, so we're building it out of hardwood and in quite drastic dimensions. As we are in need of more beams, you can see Minnie and Marion here cutting open some more boards. As we're building this with half overlapping joints, we are fastly making work of our big table saw, cutting grooves for one half of them into the beams and the cross beams. When we built the prototype, we did the joinery all by hand and found out that it takes way too long, so we're gonna use a jig this time to be faster and use the router. Here we're starting to use the jig and the jointer, and beside of that you have to move very slow because it's quite a drastic amount of wood that take away. This works very well. After cleaning up the joinery and dry fitting everything together, we're gluing it up and created the second frame in just a quarter of the time what it took us to do the first frame. As we need to join these frames together, Cutter is putting together some wood that we can use for these connections. And actually it's quite a lot. We need 36 to 40 of those cross beams so that we can join the frames together. And that's just the work that we have to do for one of those racks. We plan to have 4 racks in total, but that depends a little bit of how this one will work out.